Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. Okay? All right. Keep in mind that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. So it's a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up, okay? Excuse me. Today we're asking Spirit, what is it that we need to get rid of prior to the new year approaching? So, Spirit, what is it that the collective needs to get rid of prior to the new year approaching? Okay? Get rid of, or either be mindful of, or avoid. Hold on a second. Okay, the first card we have here is the High Priestess. So, the depiction of the High Priestess here, you know, in her hair, in her crown, right here is a whole lot of figments of different people. And so, the High Priestess is an energy collective of someone very wise, very smart, very intuitive, someone who knows who they are, and someone who has endured much, but also has achieved and overcame. This is someone who has not allowed any negative circumstances to stop them from living the life that they desire, okay, in whatever way works for you, male or female. So with the depiction of all these people in her crown here, Spirit is saying for you to be mindful of the company you keep. So possibly Spirit is saying clearly, you know, maybe you are someone whom in the past or currently or most recently, you know, was likely to maybe be very friendly or open to, you know, being around different people, I'll say. But they want you to be mindful of the company you keep. Not to say that something's going to happen negative, but to diminish, they're saying to diminish the likelihood of having so much negative energy surrounding you, your ambitions or your goals, you know, things that you want to conquer and accomplish in life. Spirit is saying to be mindful of the company that you keep. You know, this is something like maybe if you're someone who's dealing with sobriety, well, you want to be around people not because you feel tempted, because you are choosing to elevate. You are choosing to rise above who you used to be. So you may want to choose to deal with people who don't have addiction issues, okay? Maybe you have a friend or two who knows how to maybe have a drink or two in moderation. But I'm speaking of someone who indulges heavily and maybe, you know, for example, they consume so much alcohol, they become intoxicated. And then from that, they end up, if you go out with them, there's a bar fight or there's an argument or they're rude to people. So that's a good example. So Spirit is saying be mindful of the company you keep and the choices that you make. They're saying that life could be easy for many people, for all of us, if we just simply be mindful. Not perfect, there's no such thing, and we're not aiming for perfect, but we can always make things better. We can always enhance our life and our situation. Being honest with yourself. Spirit is saying that we know the answer. You know, with the High Priestess, this is someone who has lots of wisdom, knows what to share and what to keep on reserve. So another thing that Spirit is saying to be mindful of as the new year approaches, be mindful of who you share your information with. Do not allow yourself to be an open book. You must have boundaries. You must have limitations. And having boundaries and enforcing them, you know, making people honor them and respect them, not by being confrontational, not by being arrogant, but simply if you say, hey, do not come to my home without calling, they know not to come to your home without calling because they won't get in. Be mindful of sharing your business, telling your information, and then wondering why in the long haul, you know, why you're having issues or problems in your relationship, in your household. This could also be in a job. So Spirit is saying be mindful of the company you keep and be mindful of people who you share your information with. The High Priestess is someone very intelligent and they know what to keep on reserve. They know what not to share, okay? So moving forward, as the new year approaches, Those are two things that you need to be mindful for. Okay. And so the third thing is be aware. Be aware that sometimes not everybody, collective, sometimes not everybody has hidden agendas of why they want to be around you or be connected to you. Not everyone is coming with pure intentions. They're saying something about dating. If you're someone who's maybe you haven't dated in a while and you're getting back on the dating scene, you're excited, you're feeling good, you're confident, you got your wardrobe together, you're ready to get out there and be seen. But Spirit is saying, just be mindful. There are people who make it a career, a lifestyle of lurking and looking for people to attach themselves to so that they can take advantage of them or use them in some kind of way. So either way, Spirit is saying, just be mindful. And those three things go hand in hand. Be mindful of the company you keep. Be mindful of sharing your business and being mindful that everyone doesn't have pure intentions. That doesn't mean everyone is negative, everyone is bad or evil. It doesn't mean you have to be paranoid. But Spirit is also saying the fourth thing is to be honest with yourself, that you already know the answers. We all do, really, when we get in situations. 99.99% of the time, we know the answers. But it's all about, are we willing to take the steps necessary in order for us to come to this resolution or have some kind of resolve in whatever we're dealing with or coping with? So that's the message. Before you began the new year, whichever one you celebrate, all are welcome on this channel. Does not matter what your belief system is. Be mindful of those four things, that everyone does not have pure intentions, sharing your business with everyone, being mindful of the company you keep as well. Okay, later.